Bitcoin up live 16th. It's around 2:37 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, bringing you a live updated analysis up close and personal on Bitcoin. So right here, this is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. So, and these tools are brought to you. I am a representative of the Academy. See it right there on the screen, the Academy. So for about 175 USD a month, you get access to all the trading tools, all the teachers, all the back-end education. And we're looking for people who want to collaborate. So if you feel like that's you, if you're interested in finding out more about the Academy, message me or just hit the link. It's right inside the YouTube as well, right? So there, and before I get too far, I wanted to make sure people as beginning, I don't know where you're at on your journey. I'm I'd say I'm not really beginner. I'm not advanced. I feel like I'm intermediate is where I would place myself if it was like a rating scale. But what I feel is really important in the beginning of your journey is to learn what type of trader you are, like what. So there's basically three basic methods of trading. So it's position trading, swing trading, and scalp trading. So can you tell me the difference of those? Can you tell me? You want a sound check? But what I feel okay. Okay, sound check is good. So if you just know it without having to look it up, please share right in the position trade. What does that mean to you? Swing trade, scalp trade. Well, in the trading world, there are basically these three types of trading. And so as you learn more about trading and you learn from different things, you begin to find out where you fall in, what type of trader you are, right? Myself, I'm enjoying the process. I'm really getting into it, making a game out of it. I love learning all three right now. Um, and then I hear different people say why, like I find other professionals will say, oh, they're just swing traders, and then some people, they're not scalp trader, or they're one or the other, and why they like one or the other. And then so it's just good to learn and just really learn what style you are. So what is it that, you know, what's and the thing is you don't really know till you get in and figure out what those things are. But basically, in a nutshell, position trading is for the long term. You're just buying. I do that about every week. I buy what I feel comfortable with in the realm of the assets that I'm looking to accumulate. So that's position trading. So I'm just buying it. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon. I know that I feel like I want to see, what happens down the road, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 maybe. Sometimes look at the stocks that people have held on in the beginning. Like when Coca-Cola first got started, some people still holding on to Coca-Cola stocks. And it's because, but they got in early, right? The people's parents got in early, well, that's the thing. So I kind of feel like some of these digital assets, we have the opportunity to, position trade. So it really could be a 30-year hold. And that's okay because you just watch the asset go up and up and up. And that's a very positive thing, right? So that's position trading. Swing trading. Let me show you. Swing trading is basically the highs and lows of the market. So say, for example, right here, this is the same swipe coin tool, but this is on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so when you're looking at charts, you can look at them at different time frames: 4 hour, 1 day, 15 minute, 1 week, 1 month, 1 minute, 30 seconds, even little seconds. But generally, in a swing trade environment, what's common that I've seen is professionals looking at the 4 hour, the 1 day. Those are the really top two that I feel like they're looking for. So as a swing trader, you can kind of see, we're just basically tracking it, right? So you can see where it's gone. Each block here represents 1 week, right? So each block is 1 week. Nobody really knows for sure where it's going to go. But the thing is I suspect we're going to come up to this green bar range, but it may not happen. What I really respect, not suspect, but I really respect is this scalper tool. I don't like to get too far away from whatever it's calling. The last call that this tool gave us was this right here. Right here. See this bar? I'm going to blow it up for you. So this is on the 15. Now, see, we were on the 4-hour time frame. Now we're on the 15-minute time frame. This is the call. See this bar? So what that meant is that's break below is going to confirm the idea, basically. So if you were to take this type of trade, you would have gotten in around here like I did. All right. And then I'm still currently in this trade and locked in profit. Feel grateful for that. That is a scalp trade, right? That is a scalp trade. Now, swing trade, we're talking about swing trades. I'm holding on to my swing trade because I feel like it's going to go, that we're still pressing up until I know differently. But I feel like you can just see this is a kind of a trend right here. It's just trending up. So a lot of times often will say the trend is your friend. I feel like it's definitely trending up, but it can always change its mind. So, but that's the thing. That's why we want to trace it, follow it, track it, it's like a game. I just kind of love making a bit of a game out of it and just trying to, it's almost like a video game, but we're getting paid to play in our own video game on our own time when we have time. Now, I don't, it's like the scalp trade when I'm in sessions with people and I can't actively watch the trade. If I'm not locked in profit, I don't like to build that kind of, I feel like for me at this point anyway, I have to, if I'm scalp trading, I'm going to be right in on it. So right now, this is the scalp trade and it's locked in because it's the idea is that it's going down and we're locked in profit. So nothing to go there, but I don't want to start a trade if I'm going to be tied up in some sessions for a while. Now, this is another tool, same asset it's called Levels. And I'm just learning how to work it. It's a whole nother, and that's the whole thing with trading. The real professional traders have multiple confluences. When you're going to choose trade that the asset's going up or assets going down, I feel like we want to have multiple things telling us go that way. And that's what I'm seeing works, right? So this is Bitcoin on the 1-hour time frame. So this is kind of what I have marked out right here. I have these two zones marked out right here. My sense is that personally, I'm going to be adding more to my position right here because I'm not saying it's going to do this, but this is what what could happen. It could go like this. Something like that. So I'm going to add a little more to my position here, but this is not advice. I'm just kind of talking it out, right? And this is right here is actually what's called a starting point. You see how it started from here to here? So we'll see a lot of times it'll come back to the starting point. So that's why I say these could be some big time resistances down here. So we'll see. But like I say, I don't like to get too far away from the 15-minute time frame. This is on the 15-minute because you never really know. I feel like you never really know where it's going to go. But the swipe point scalper helps me stay on track because it's telling us, okay, boom, it's shifting to this zone. Boom, it's shifting down to this zone. You can just see, right there. These are two examples. So we had this tool called, now this blue box here is something that I drew in just as I'm looking at future things, but the system actually gave us this zone right here. So the system actually gave us this. So you can see it broke up, right? So the zone actually worked. It was a good call. So then what happened here? So they didn't give us a call. Now there are things called catching reversals, and I feel like I've been testing them. They are risky. or I don't want to say they're risky, but they're just different. But it's an art and a science. You learn how to catch reversals, but the scalper hasn't been calling reversals. It really only calls like the zones, which I just love, is because I feel like it's more consistent. And so it called out this zone right here. The system initiated it. So I did add to my short right in here because it broke below right in here. You had a chance. Now it could have violated it and gone back up. That's going to happen sometimes. But in this case, it did break down, and now we're successfully in this short, and we're right here, just hanging out right here. So that's on the scalp trading. Now that's not for everybody, right? So scalp trading, swing trading, position trading, just curious, what kind of trader do you feel like you are? And that'll help me understand you better. There's different mindsets to these different positions. But basically, we're just looking at different time frames. The 15-minute time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame. So this is a whole, like, each block is 1 week, right? That's one week. So this Friday is kind of like, it's just me just kind of like analyzing it, but I'm just kind of trying to speculate where is it going to be by the end of the week, because the weekends are really iffy, like Saturday and Sunday, and that's a whole nother topic. But mainly because all the banking institutions are closed. But generally, a lot of the money moves around from like Sunday at 5 p.m. USA time till about Friday in the afternoon, just generally because that's when all the bankings around the world are open. All the markets globally are open, so they can really push these large purchases and large sells, So, and unlike the stock market, this market is open 24 hours a day. So the stock market, you really have to catch it certain hours or understand what's after hours trading and all that. But this is always the market is 24/7, right? So that's swing trading right here. This is scalp trading right here. And just for fun, I'm going to zoom out. Now this is Bitcoin still on the 1-hour time frame, but I just want to show you what it looks like when we zoom out. And I'm going to take the tools off so it doesn't look all messy. But this is position trading, really, just to kind of finish off this topic at a 30,000 square foot level. Like, let's zoom out for a minute, right? So you can see the history, but already you can see that we've already been up to about 68,000. But the thing is, what could happen is, in the meantime, and the market's so crazy, don't get freaked out with all the colors. But what can happen is it can go down to these low levels too. Before it goes back up, it can come back down to these levels. So, you don't want to get in trouble. That's the thing, is you want to know when to get in, when to not get in. But my feeling and my optimism is that in the future, that because of the digital assets and the usage of everything, particularly Ethereum, I'm going to be going over in the future some different ones too, not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum is really my number one favorite asset for position trading, right? So for position trading standpoint, but so I feel like long term, these projects are going to be very successful. So, but just to wrap up, let's do a quick look at Ethereum just for fun, because I feel like we're going to see Ethereum do some wonderful things over the next few years, just based on what I've been hearing, right? So we'll see what happens. But I've been personally position trading in Ethereum. This is Ethereum on the weekly. So this is really zoomed out, like the whole history. Bitcoin or Ethereum has previously been up to about 4,800. Right now it's around not quite even 2,000. So there's lots of optimism around this project right here, just buying it and holding it. And you don't even have to buy a bunch at one time. You can, I'm not telling you what to do. This is not advice, but it's so simple just to download an app, make the purchase, and you don't have to buy a whole Ethereum at one time. That's sometimes an underthought Sometimes I'll buy 0.1 of an Ethereum. So that's about $200 or $300, depending on what it goes for. Or you can buy 0.01, or you can buy 0.5 of one, or you can buy one, or you can buy 10, or you can buy hundreds even. That's the thing. The more you can accumulate, then it's like buying in, or in a good solid project. A lot of the educators when you hear from 10 and 20 different educators that this is good, and this is why this is good, and this is why this is going to happen, it just starts to sink in. And that's kind of why I encourage you to, wherever you are on your journey, just kind of get close around the fire and realize each YouTuber, they have their own school, right? And most of them are just one person. We have over 100 plus different educators in this academy. So it's a huge access. And then plus, if you're in the academy with me, we can collaborate together, share actual trades, and all kind of cool stuff like that. So if you have any questions about the academy, let me know, or anything, questions on trading that perhaps I can answer. But this is the Ethereum. I'll leave you on this. And I think I'm just going to wrap it up with that. And any questions about the academy, the link is in the description of the video. Appreciate your time and energy. And remember, health is wealth, because without our health, it doesn't matter how much money you have or we have. Health is wealth. Cash flow is king. One of my mentors says, people a lot of times say cash is king. Well, consider that cash flow is king. So it's having cash flow, whether it's from assets or businesses or real estate or whatever you choose to do, but having that cash flow. Oh, pardon me. And then cash flow is king, cash is queen, and credit is freedom. And I'll see you on the next lesson.